Deadheaddaddy, and welcome to another thrill-packed, exciting, and informational episode of Annotation of the Dead. Today, we are going to be talking about one of the Dead's all-time classic songs, and that is Cold, Rain, and Snow, a personal favorite of mine. Cold, Rain, and Snow, or simply known as Rain and Snow, is an American folk song and in some variants a murder ballad. The song first appeared in print in Olive Dame Campbell and Cecil Sharp's 1917 compilation, English Folk Songs from the Southern Appalachians. The book relates that it was collected from Mrs. Tom Rice in Big Laurel, North Carolina in 1916. Campbell and Sharp's version collected only a single verse. Lord, I married me a wife. She gave me trouble all my life, made me work in the cold rain and snow. Rain and snow, rain and snow, made me work in the cold rain and snow. In 1961, musicologist Kenneth Goldstein recorded North Carolina banjo player Aubrey Ramsey singing the song for Ramsey's Prestige International album, Aubrey Ramsey Sings Folk Songs from the Three Laurels. The song's popularity grew out of the old-timey tradition, became part of the bluegrass music repertoire, and was recorded by Bill Monroe and also the Del McCrory Band. Obviously, the song is closely related to the Grateful Dead, who learned it from the Aubrey Ramsey version. A studio version appeared on their first album, The Grateful Dead, which was recorded on March 17, 1967, and was a standard part of the Dead's repertoire throughout their career. They would often open with the song or perform it early in the first set. Cold Rain and Snow has continued to be a set-list favorite among the various Dead-adjacent and cover bands. Jerry Garcia mixed up the order of the verses, but the studio version retains the basic structure. In some versions, it sounds as if Jerry sang a faithful tune, but he clearly sings fateful in the early studio versions, which is closer to the traditional versions of this song. In some early Dead versions, like July 16, 1966, Jerry sang Where She Met Her Fatal Doom. When the song was performed by Phil Lesh and friends, Phil would sometimes sing auburn hair rather than yellow hair, and I Love Her More Than Life, both changes being obvious nods to the wife that he adored, Jo Lesh. Despite the apparent violence in the lyrics, especially in murder ballad versions where the narrator murders his wife, women feature prominently in the oral tradition of the song. Again, it was collected from Mrs. Tom Rice and also sung by Brazilla Whalen, who learned it from an old lady who remembered the murder trial the song was actually about. According to setlist.fm, the song was first played May 5th, 1965 at Magoo's Pizza Parlor and last played June 19th, 1995 at Giant Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The band played the song about 250 times between October 1975 and April of 1995. Now, I'm sure they played it quite a bit more in the early days, but I wasn't able to find any concrete information on that. So let's just say it was in the set lists quite often. Other performers who have recorded or performed the song include Peter Rowan with Tony Rice for the Quartet album, British folk rock band Pentacle, American bluegrass singer-songwriter Molly Tuttle, the jam band Goose, and many, many more. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the Dead and Company versions with John Mayer on vocals. As far as any deeper lyric analysis of the song, I mean, the lyrics are pretty straightforward, so there's not really much more to dig into than the history of the song itself. Again, it was a mainstay in the Grateful Dead sets for pretty much their entire career, so clearly was a favorite for them to perform. Like I said, I've seen Dead and Company perform it a few times, and I do really enjoy their version with John Mayer on vocals. Now, if Cold Rain and Snow is a song that you really dig and you've got a cool story you want to share about it, I would absolutely love to hear that. If there's anything I missed on the dates or shows or anything like that, feel free to comment any of that in this video so we can start up a conversation, which is what these videos are all about, is talking more about the band beyond description. Again, it remains a favorite of mine and very appropriate for this time of year where most of us on the East Coast and a little bit in the South right now are experiencing a lot of cold rain and snow. So I thought it was the right time to do this song. If you like my videos, I would really appreciate the old thumbs up and maybe even share them with some of your other Deadhead or Bluegrass fans so I can see what they think as well. And of course, I would not be upset if you subscribe to this YouTube channel and help me grow so I can do more content for you guys and more exciting things, not just about the Grateful Dead, but the Groovy Room and other interests like that. All right, well, I do appreciate you watching the video today. I do look forward to seeing the comments below. And as always, stay grateful.